Grenadians, you asked for change, and we are bringing the change. Change is a we thing, but change requires a contribution from all of us. Remember, one cocoa fills the basket. Make a contribution to NDC's grassroots campaign for change today. Click the link below to make your contribution. Thank you.
Well, it's on the ride along, so it's happening here.
Came over here. What does it mean? You know, I grew up in what I guess you call a typical family.
We break all the stories, and that's just a fact. And that's why everyone has a story to tell.
Right along live, I mean, yeah, it's the real deal.
Yeah. Ride along live. Welcome to the ride. Yeah, man. It's Tuesday on the ride, guys. Let me ask you guys a question now. And don't lie. Don't lie. Oh, they miss me? Oh, they miss me? I wasn't here yesterday. The whole of yesterday, I felt like I haven't been around for a while. So all you had to give me a nice welcome back. Like a clap or something. Like a clap or something. I'm back. How you doing, Natasha? Welcome to the ride. As you come in, guys, share up the program, because today, yes, we have an interesting conversation. V, thank you so much. Yes, you see, I feel the love. Trust me, I feel the love. Wendy Charles, how you doing? Welcome to the ride. Hope you're doing well. Rita, yeah? Yes, Jane. I know Jane missed me. If nobody else, I know Jane missed me. Big up to all the supporters. We have, I see Lenora, Augustine. Thank you so much. I share. Guys, share the program. Today we're going to be talking about this topic that's been in the blogosphere since after the Grammys. I mean, since probably through the Oscars, but we're going to start from the Grammys. The recently concluded Grammys had a bit of controversy as well as it relates to reggae music, especially that category, guys. That's what we're going to talk about. The reggae category in the Grammys. And we have a list of panelists that's going to share their views and thoughts on the topic. Now, as you guys probably know or don't know, that a reggae band called Soldier, yeah, 1, 2, my mic is out. Not my mic, my headphone. No, I'm not hearing nothing. Yeah, all right. better now. Yeah, so a reggae band by the name of Soldier just won Best Reggae Album. Now, following that, I mean, they was going up against hard hitters like Itana, I think Sean Paul, Gramps Morgan, a bunch of Jamaican dancehall artists. And the controversy was that how they could win Best Reggae Album in Grammys. They're not even Jamaican. That's the talk. So we had to get your views on it. And again, joining us to chunk this whole thing off is a good friend of the ride. His name is Chopper John West. He's no stranger to Ride Along Live. He's right there, Chopper John West. And of course, we have joining us for the very first time. She's a virgin to the program. Let's put it like that. She's a first time on the ride. Janice Lessie is here with us. And we also have Ainsia Kamala, who has been paying a lot of attention to what's happening at the Grammys. She was having some connection issues earlier, but she's gonna jump back in and as soon as she gets her connection thing back and running. All right, let's start. Janice, welcome to the ride. How you doing, Janice? Ladies first. How you doing, Janice?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Nice to have you on board.
Amazing. Of course, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely. And they say Christian by fire. That's your first time on the ride, and we're going to be discussing this very hardcore, controversial topic.
I hope I don't get fired today.
I don't know. People usually don't get fired on Ride Along. Hey, we're very nice over here.
Hey, cuz, what's up, girl?
Nice. So Janice is gonna give us her perspective on this topic, and we thank you, Janice. And also, again, he is one of our favorite Jamaican. His name is Chopper John West. Chopper, wago. Are you hearing me good, Chopper?
My friend, how are you? Hi, Janice.
Hi.
Nice.
No, I'm not.
You're not hearing me properly, Chopper?
Yes, hearing you guys loud and greetings.
Okay, good. Thank you, Chopper. And she just came back in, so let's bring her on. She is no stranger to the ride, of course. Kamala Forbes, Ripe Mango. Kamala, how you doing? Okay. Kamala, you hearing me? All right. Kamala, you hearing me? Yeah, Kamala is having a bit of issues right there. So let us start the conversation until we get everybody audio and visual rectified and ting. Janice, let's start with you, right? Did you get a chance to...
You see what this man just said? Christened by fire.
Yes.
And I'm the first person you jump on.
Yes.
Because it's my first time. That's not fair. That's not right.
Yeah, you are the first time up. So I say ladies first. We have Kamala, but she having some internet issues. So we go to you, Janice.
All right. So let me be abundantly clear. I did not look at the Grammys because I was otherwise engaged.
Right.
And coming out of the Grammys, there was a huge controversy with Chris Rock and Will Smith, and I think that
the Oscars.
Right, and I think that kind of the Oscars, that is.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of took up full attention, of everybody.
Yeah.
Am I confusing the Grammys and the Oscars? I mean, I know it's something totally different. So the Soca thing is with the Grammys and not the Oscars.
The Oscars is with the movies, actors, Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
Right. So coming out of that, I mean, a lot of people.
So coming out of that, like I say, it's two totally different events, but it's kind of similar in nature, as you rightfully say. One is about movies, one's about music. All right. So there was this controversy. Everybody's talking about one thing. I really didn't pay attention until you brought it to my attention. You say, listen, I have this panel discussion and I'd like to know your thoughts. You kind of told me what it was. And immediately I jumped on Google and I tried to get some information. I checked out these guys. In fact, when you said Soja, I thought it was Soldier Boy. I thought you said Soldier, so I thought it was that very popular American rap artist.
Right.
When I dug deeper, I realized that these guys are an all-white reggae band. The only band that I can compare them with, kind of have some similarities, would be probably UB40. I don't know if there are people on the live who's old enough to remember UB40, where the majority of these guys were actually of Caucasian heritage. So it's not the first time we're actually seeing that. And yes, on the surface, it's kind of different, but I feel like there are some parallels that we can draw with reggae and with calypso, and what has happened with the evolution of calypso over the years, where we have seen a shift from calypso with the with people like let me just turn here, with people like King Ajamo and Sparrow and Kitchener and Sugar Aloe and Black Wizard, Aloe, Chalk Dust, Flying Turkey, all of these guys. We've seen a shift from that kind of genre into soca as we know it today. And calypso is a dying form, yeah, unfortunately. And I think the reggae in Jamaica may be faring, and our brother and sister from Jamaica might be able to highlight more of that. But it appears as if reggae in its original form, and when I say its original form, I'm talking about the reggae bads, like people like Bunny Wailer, Freddie McGregor, Steel Pulse, Marcia Griffith, Alton Ellis, Toots and the Maytags, Jimmy Cliff, Dennis Brown, all of these guys. It seems as if, it's been almost replaced,
Right.
By dance hall and other genres of.
And you brought up a very important topic, where the correlation between the soca, calypso, and reggae and dancehall, and we go dive deeper into this into this whole change or shift. But Chapa, let's get your initial reaction. The Grammys announced we have Spice, we have Etana, we have all this. Dancehall, some would say reggae, dancehall reggae. We'll get into the whole explanation of both of them, going up against a virtually unknown in a lot of people's head, because this band actually, Soldier is an old reggae band, right? What was your initial reaction when you heard the Grammys go to Soldier? Chapa, we're not hearing you. No, we're not hearing you still. All right, try to switch like probably recycle. Just go back out and come back in real quick. So we'll probably go reset your audio. Guys, we're talking here about what transpired after the Grammys. It's a conversation, right? So you guys will, of course, have an opportunity to chime in as well. The phone number, of course, that you could call in to voice your opinion on what happened there is 718-701-5720. Let's check back Chapa and see if he is back. Chapa. Okay, Chapa is out for a bit. Yeah, so 718-701-5720. So basically, let me tell you guys what happened. We had some stalwarts in the dancehall reggae fraternity, right? Some stalwarts, Spice being one of them, and going up against a virtual unknown. Well, in some people, because they don't know who that band is, and at the end of the day, that band Soldier were able to win the Grammys for Best Reggae Album. A lot of people are very upset about it. Let's see if we could get back Chapa here. Chapa, you there? Chapa, you there? I don't know. I'm not hearing you at all. Could be, are you hearing him? Now, we're not hearing you, Chapa. Okay, let me see if you... Okay, Chapa, mute yourself and unmute. Go ahead.
Unmute me.
Okay, you're good now.
We're hearing you now.
Perfect.
You're good now. All right, sorry about that.
You see, so greetings again, everybody. So, Judah, you only invite me over here when you want to get me in trouble, because you want these so-called hijackers of reggae music to come at me again. A few months ago, I told you, and I told the world, that reggae and some aspect of what they call dancehall have been hijacked by some woodlums. And I say it with no apology. Because what we saw recently, and it's not taking away anything from Soja, because that's a good group and they've been around for quite a while, or probably in excess of 20. So they would have done their homework and they would have put in the work and would have, deserving of the awards. But the problem I have is, how do we get to the level where there's not a separate category for dancehall as opposed to reggae? Kamla will tell you, Kamla is not so young as she look, She grew up in an era just like me, where dancehall is a venue. It's not even a genre. And she'll tell you, we grew up in old school Jamaica, where the zinc fence or the bamboo lawn is what was classified as dancehall, where music and sound system string up and play. So I want somebody to explain to me, when and how did we arrive at a particular genre of music that is classified solely as dancehall? That's one. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I'm a little bit confused just as much as you, Junior. You struggled a while ago to explain what really happened. You couldn't differentiate between whether it was a reggae award or it was a dancehall, best reggae album, best dancehall reggae album. You wasn't even sure, because you're classifying Spice in the same category as a Morgan Heritage. I mean, how we get there, Kamla? You're a Jamaican like myself. What happened? We lost something, Junior. Some wires are crossed. That is why we're losing the energy. We're losing our presence in the music world, because some wires are crossed there, Kamla. You and I are not so young. I have gray beards, and I know I know you understand.
Yeah.
The crossing of the wires there.
So Chopper, are you saying that it is miscategorized? Because here we have a band or a personality, a music from Gramps, Morgan Heritage, who is in a conscious vibe, and then you have Spice, and you have a band like Soldier, who is a contemporary reggae band, predominantly reggae band, and then you putting them against each other as if they are in the same genre, but really and truly they are not. That's what you're saying.
Yes, there has to be a separation there. But you see, there's something again that we shouldn't be surprised about, because Soldier, being an all-white band or an all-American band, is not something new to reggae music, because reggae has always have that influence on the international audience or on international communities. For years, the lady just mentioned UB40, Steel Pulse, and all these groups that did most of their work overseas, or most of them were from Caucasian background. So I'm not surprised that you could find an all-white band capping the reggae category. A matter of fact, in Germany, a year or two ago, they had the Battle of the Bands in Germany, and not one single black band was a part of it. Battle of the Band in reggae. Think about it. Reggae music. And there wasn't a black band there. They were all white European people who didn't even know patois. Right? And they were bouncing reggae. Look, let me tell you, just like Soca hijacked calypso, dancehall has hijacked reggae. Two hijackers flirting around in the Caribbean. Let them mean somebody.
So that's what Janice was saying. Janice, to your point, that what happened with soca music, with calypso music, because I am not very old, but I could remember where we used to have the March Gras calypso finals. That was before Soca Monarch, and people used to actually go out to the shows. Calypso was a big thing. But no, calypso music is like people don't even pay attention because everybody's focused on soca.
Yes, which is gunman in your hole. That is soca, right?
Janice,
Isn't that
to
the
your
song?
point, yeah?
Isn't that the song?
Yeah, that's a song, yeah?
Yeah, gunman, some gunman business, huh?
Yeah, that's a
So
song, yeah?
that's one of the hijackers too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Janice, to your point, it has hijacked the platform, leaving an empty hole for someone to come and take control of it.
Well, I kind of liked what I kind of agree with Chopper there when he talked about the hijacking. I totally kind of agree with him right there, and I think he was also right about the confusion when it comes to the separation of the genres, and you have multiple people who are singing completely different genres, and you're grouping them together, and then you have someone with best reggae. I think there may be a lack of understanding. Even the powers that be, the people that are running these organizations, do they have a clear understanding of the variation in the genres to be able to judge it in something like that? Or should there have been a category for dancehall, probably one for lovers rock, probably one for reggae? I don't know.
Yeah. Very, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. So, Chapa, what happened to reggae music in Jamaica?
Well, reggae has lost a lot of its formidable performers. Janice just mentioned, and I wish Kamla was here because she know a lot about the music as well. We've lost a lot of our strong musicians. And what happened, it seemed, because let me tell you something, Junior. What is happening, You see, the evolving of music, not just reggae or calypso or soca, but the evolving, the changing, the new dynamics. What's available now wasn't available then. So while I embrace and totally endorse the evolution of music and the technology that is available now to these youngsters, it has not only given them an opportunity to be more flexible, but it has also watered down. And I know a lot of people don't want me to use that term, but it has watered down reggae music and music on a whole. Now, years ago, when the IRAA named your record as a platinum seller,
Right.
it valued something. It comes with something huge.
Right.
Look here, I can't hold a C note or a F sharp, but if I really serious tomorrow morning that I want to make a #1 hit, I go into a studio and I record it. That studio don't have to be far. It could very well be in my car. And I can record a hit right here. And I can release that hit out there to the public. And I can fictitiously make that song a #1. Years ago, you couldn't do it. The likes of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Bunny Wailer, the likes of Toots, Alton Ellis, and all those folks had to pay their dues in ensuring that their music is played on here and it is sold in the shops. Nowadays, what you find, Junior, is that a lot of these young artists, they put a record out and they themselves go back and purchase it, send it to #1. That is what is celebrated. That is what is celebrated today. So no longer are you getting genuine #1 sellers.
Right.
Billboard hits are not genuine anymore. And I said to a colleague of mine recently, until we recognize that there's a problem with the music, I said it before, perhaps I might have said it on your program too, that dancehall music in Jamaica is no longer influenced by quality because it is hijacked and it is now dictated by gangsters. By gangsters. People will tell you, Junior, that back in the days, Bob Marley used to be one of those folks who would go to the record shop and leave his records there and would in layman term bad up the radio disc jack to play it
Mm-hmm.
and say, boy, you have to play my tune,
Right.
But these days, these guys don't necessarily, they do the same thing, but there's more because there's so much ability now to influence how they get number ones.
Right.
That is not even funny, man. And let me tell you again, I've said it before, that if we don't get this thing back in order, I mean, reggae, dancehall, I think, was removed from the list. Was it on Billboard?
Mm-hmm.
They were recently removed, struck down. And we don't make a big deal out of it. We don't realize, what was replaced? You know what replaced dancehall on the Billboard platform recently? It was Afrobeat.
Yeah.
Afrobeat has replaced dancehall as we know it, because dancehall really and truly, Junior, is not a genre. It's not. Dancehall is a space. So until we can properly quantify and properly acknowledge the music, then we'll forever have the problem.
Michael Holland is saying here that the problem is with the production. So don't hate the players, hate the game, or change the term. The truth and the fact about it is we have to look at record sales and participation, right? People think, okay, Spice is a big name. I mean, Spice is a very popular name. People love Spice. But as you said, and Janice clearly said, she don't sing reggae. She don't fall into that category. So the people who are categorizing and voting for a best album in reggae, Spice don't really come up. And then you also have to look at how many of us in the Caribbean market actually go out and purchase those music to even make Spice or anyone else on that list recognizable or recognized in terms of sales. On the other hand, I got a chance to look at that band at Soldier's website, and they properly organized in a chopper. They have all the merchandising, the music, where you could pick up the music. Everything is set up in a way. Everything's set up nice.
They're about business.
It's about business. So it's a lot to learn. Now, what I saw some people, some Jamaican bloggers, they spoke about it, and a lot of people are very, very upset of what transpired. Tell me about the anger that you hearing on the streets of Jamaica when that Grammy was announced, because I'm hearing it in many circles.
There's mixed reaction here. What I've seen is most of the artists who you would have expect to have some level of outrage, fortunately they didn't. I mean, most artists, they took credit and they found it to be, very good that an international group as Soja could have accepted our local music and really develop it to an extent that they could win a Grammy for it. So I don't think that the local entertainers, most of these guys are familiar with that band.
Right, yeah.
Some even credit Soldier for using their international platform to highlight reggae. So it was mixed reaction. I mean, there are persons who believe, though, that, hey, what are these guys doing championing reggae? But that shouldn't be even an argument, because when you go to Japan is hosting 120,000 in a stadium with reggae, with dancehall music and reggae music in a stadium over there. So it's not surprising, but that's the reaction you're getting on the ground. The entertainment fraternity is not up in arms. Most persons sort of, take it as a compliment for us to be for a totally white group to adapt our own cultural music and use it to win a Grammy.
Zingo is saying that what happened at the Grammys was a deliberate attempt to downgrade the reggae genre. Do you guys think, John, do you think that it was deliberate to downgrade the genre?
Not at all. Absolutely not. I think there is a great appreciation for the for reggae music in other cultures, even here in the United States. I am surprised all the time when I meet people of different races, especially the Caucasian race. They really have a great appreciation from for reggae, and it didn't start yesterday. We were looking at the even in the '60s when they had things like the Woodstock concerts, and people were smoking weed and jamming to reggae and rock music and that type of thing. I mean, they've always had an appreciation, and perhaps they should be congratulated for keeping reggae music alive and taking it to the world and really continuing to tout these legends. That's the way I feel about it. So no, I don't think it was deliberate, and I don't think it was deliberate to downgrade. Reggae is reggae, and I think the mix-up, as my brother suggested earlier, is the fact that they do not seem to be able to define the different types and genres. And I think they just the putting of them together in the same category was probably a mistake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once
Yeah.
once they can define, once that definition is clear, I think reggae will find its place again. But when you and make no mistake about it, how reggae is promoted, it's totally different from how dancehall music is promoted. So when you really put both of them together, you're really you're doing an injustice to both. Because let's accept that reggae is a dancehall is a genre, which I don't accept, but let's for the sake of the conversation say yes it is. When you mix it with reggae, what are you doing? Right?
Mhm.
You're not giving the consumer of that product an opportunity to really absorb it the way it should be absorbed. So there's a problem with the definition, Junior, and I think that
Mm.
that has contributed significantly to the ratings of reggae music and also to dancehall.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking at, you're speaking about reggae and dancehall, and having a second category for dancehall and for reggae. And soca is not even included as a genre at all. Soca is not even there.
Which is
So
unfortunate too.
it's unfortunate, but that's why it comes back to the support, Chopper. We have calypso music, which I think, in a large extent, has been somehow neglected in many, many ways, in many, many circles. And I don't know if Janice would agree with me. But the advent of soca, it just brush aside calypso. So much so that the younger generation, if you call some people in this younger generation and you mention some calypso artists to them, calypso artists, not soca artists, they don't even know them. They don't
They
even know
don't
who
know
they
Night
are.
Sparrow.
They
Sparrow.
don't even know some of them. They don't know Kitchener. They just don't know. They're not a part of that history, right? And similarly, I mean, the idea is to get soca into the Grammys, but it's not going to get to the Grammys if Calypso don't
It's
have no
difficult.
sales. It don't have
It's
no
difficult.
sales. Like, you got no support. Like why? Like what's telling me that you even have a genre if nobody buying soca music?
Can I interject here?
Yeah.
I think the one of the problems with soca is the fact that soca is sang generally at a very, very high speed. In addition to that, all of the islands have a different dialect. Um, Dialect, there is speed, there is the fact that soca is tied to a story. Soca is really about the festival of carnival. People like Marshall Montana and a few of these guys, they've kind of taken it outside of the carnival celebration. But for the most part, most of the soca artists, their stories are built around carnival and the celebration of carnival. So unless a person has an understanding or an experience of a carnival, they will not be. It is difficult for them to link the lyrics into because they haven't had the experience. So I feel like it would be difficult for soca to have that breakthrough. And I feel like if Marshall hasn't done it, if our own Mr. Killer hasn't done it so far, we have people like Kes the Band. They have a lot of respect. They tour all over the world. But still, when you look at Billboard charts, when you look at Grammys, they're still not there as yet. So will it happen in our generation? I really don't know.
Yeah, but Chapa, here is. I don't know if you know that answer for that question to be a fact, but I don't know. That could probably help us understand how we could structure this. How did reggae become a category in the Grammys? Because it wasn't always there, right? Do you know?
Reggae has been a category in the Grammy for decades. It's
Oh, it
been there
has
for a
been.
long while. Oh
Okay.
yeah, oh yeah. We've been getting Grammy nomination for years, decades.
Yeah, but how do we get
Decades.
soca there? Give me some. I mean, we would like to understand. And are we speaking about sales here? And I know that's one of the main aspects of getting it there. But how could we follow the pattern that was set by reggae to get calypso, not calypso, say soca music in the Grammys?
It is kind of funny because at the time when reggae had a global influence, when reggae was used by several countries in Africa, when the apartheid movement was strong, reggae was one of the music that was highlighted as the freedom fighters' music. Every freedom fighter, from Che Revere to Fidel Castro to Mugabe to you name them, reggae was one of the most influential part of their struggle.
Right.
And the truth is, at the time when reggae had that international influence, calypso, go back to the Sparrows and the Light Kitchens and all those persons. They had similar influence globally. It perhaps was not as big as reggae, but they had an international platform at the time. And a lot of the artists then were, you see, when you move the music from, it used to be social commentary.
Yeah.
That's what calypso used to be. Calypso used to sing about struggles, about real life experiences. But that has changed.
Yeah.
It has changed because you have the new crop of artists who come in and they have to appeal to a different audience.
Yeah.
You have an audience now, today, that don't want to hear the social commentary in the music.
Yeah.
What they want to hear is gunman into. Yeah,
Let's take a call. Let's take a quick call. Caller, you live on Right Along Live. Where are you calling us from?
Calling from Connecticut. How are you doing? This is your friend Diana from WZYE.
Hey, hi. How are you doing, Connecticut? Go right ahead.
I'm great. I have to comment on this because I was born in the land of Calypso.
Okay.
And I have a Bajan heritage also. I tend to agree with some of what your guests are saying. However, I believe if persons like Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, if they put out the Calypso, then perhaps they may tend to want to pay closer attention or give it its rightful place on the podium. But we don't have persons like Rihanna and Nicki Minaj pumping a Calypso out. They'll lean toward a reggae faster than they'll do a Calypso. So I believe with their following and their famous and their notoriety, if Rihanna did a Calypso,
right,
I guarantee you they might look at it a little more different. And if they made Carnival not only seasonal but a little more frequent.
Well, listen, I think that for the frequency of Carnival, they're probably not a carnival in a country every month of the year. But if you go to different carnivals during that time, there's probably a carnival in every territory,
country.
So there's carnivals. But I get your point. But here is a question that I was asked today, right? We had a lot of some of the Jamaican artists and Caribbean people in general, not only Jamaicans, Caribbean people in general, was saying, well, what's going on here? A white band come and win Grammy and in a reggae category. That's crazy. That's insane. How could that happen? But then you mentioned Rihanna and Nicki Minaj, and their background is from Caribbean. Rihanna is a Bajan. When she opens her mouth and she speaks, she's a Bajan. You can hear her very well. But she was able to win Grammys in pop and in other categories. And she's been accepted, right? She's been accepted. But why is it so hard that for our community to accept the fact that we have a band that's doing reggae and they have some damn good tracks. I'm telling you this, they have some good tracks. All right, they have some good some reggae tracks on that album. Why is it so hard for us to accept that then?
When you have people who laid the foundation like Bob Marley, whenever you advertise Jamaica, this song was famous. Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing gonna be all right. And Three Little Birds. Everybody knows those two songs.
Right.
Right? So if we can find a clean calypso, I thought Arrow would have done it when Buster Poindexter took his song Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot.
Right.
I say, that is the crossover there.
Yeah.
A white guy is singing Feeling Hot, Hot, Hot. Let's see how far it would go. But it died down.
Yeah.
I didn't hear any more, calypsos being sung.
No, we had Kevin Little. Kevin Little did that
song. Pay attention to the lyrics also.
Kevin Little's song. Kevin Little's song, Turn Me On, was a big track. But he was categorized as soca. In the beginning, Madzad saying, this is a big dancehall song. Madzad and Kevin Little. So he was never...
Apparently in the Dragonets, they do a very good job of, putting medleys of different calypsos together in a one track and a medley.
Yeah.
They did do a very good job of it. But I also agree with the gentleman when he said the lyrics, can be discouraging, for a person to pursue making it, a hit. So we have to look at the lyrics. As a poet, that is what I try to portray in my poetry: positivity, motivation, enlightenment, and I educate persons in my poetry also. So we need to, calypso can go for. I miss the days of the limbo dancing. Limbo and calypso is synonymous.
Right.
A girl going on and eat the stick, and you don't see those things anymore. Nobody promotes those things anymore.
Yeah.
But that's my contribution.
Thank you, caller. We appreciate you.
Yep.
We appreciate you so much
You're
for
welcome.
your input on this topic right here. A lot of things has been lost. A lot of history in terms of calypso now has been lost. For example, extempo. The ability to extempo is an art. Right? Calypsonian long ago, Tractor said it one time. Calypsonian long ago supposed to have extempo in case they forget a line or so. That is done. Like in Grenada, if you go to Carnival, they don't even have. Nobody knows what extempo is anymore. It's all about jump and wave and wine and wine and wine. And that's not all. I mean, there are some really good groovy soca songs. And I would always say if there's anything that would break through into the Grammys is groovy, because groovy, everybody could understand. It's just a little vibe, you know what I mean? They could groove to it and people could understand what you're saying on an international level. But say someone were to come in now, a white band from wherever were to come in now and do a soca tune, Janice, and say, well, the intention is to take soca to the world, to bring it out there to the world. Do you think that the smaller islands is going to accept this band or this group that is not from the territory?
My expectation is that there's going to be mixed feelings. Just like there are people who are going to be for it, there are people who are going to be against it. So that would be my expectation. Yeah.
Guys, we're talking about what happened at the Grammys, but we want to get you guys' input on it as well. So we open up the phone line, 718-701-5720. Soca, calypso, dance hall, and reggae. And it was said earlier, Chapa said it, that dance hall is a venue. Right, Chapa?
It's a venue in where I'm from. It's a venue.
Dance hall is a venue. It's not a genre.
No. I'm not saying that it doesn't have a space or it doesn't have a place. It does.
Right.
But here's something that is important that people are missing from this whole discussion. The power of the brand behind the music. Reggae did not get powerful because of the name reggae. Reggae was powerful because it was promoted and it was always hinged to a very powerful brand.
Right.
That brand is brand Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica is an extraordinary brand, Junior.
Mm-hmm.
And I dare to say, because the truth is, if Jamaica, if soca, let's just get real. If calypso or soca was a Jamaican brand, you know, with the power of Jamaica brand behind it, with brand Jamaica pushing it.
Look, you're getting some trouble right now, but Chapa,
I
I'll
know,
allow
I
you to go
know,
ahead.
I know. My Bajan friends gonna be upset, but it's the truth. Make no mistake about it, Junior.
Uh-huh.
It has a lot to do with brand Jamaica, and brand Jamaica is perhaps one of. I'm putting my words carefully.
Right.
Perhaps one of the most powerful brands in the world. Undoubtedly, Jamaica would appears to be the most popular brand in the Caribbean, right? And as such, whichever genre of music is attached to Jamaica, it is going to go global.
All right, we go let it fight with you on that one. Let's jump to the phone line, and we even taking into consideration steel pan, which is a big musical instrument, which is let's say born of Trinidad and Tobago. But let's jump to the call. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, go right ahead.
Junior. This is Zingo here.
Zingo.
Let me tell you something. Super making some good points, very good points.
Right.
For example, the hijacking of the art form. But let me tell you something, man. Make no mistake, these people don't know what they're doing. It is a deliberate effort to downgrade reggae music. I'm telling you, the same thing they are doing right now with steel pan. This very same thing these white people and them are doing right now with steel pan. You understand? Junior, as Super said, they have been reggae clash and no Jamaican in it. They having steel band clash in Japan and no pan from Trinidad. They are deliberately doing that. They are deliberately keeping down black people. I don't know how. Who can see this? Who can see that's a business? You understand?
Yeah.
Watch me. Kevin Little song turned me on. Hit every single Billboard chart in the world.
Yeah.
Every single Billboard chart in the world. Google it. It reached as far as number 3 in US chart. Number 4 on Australian chart. And still couldn't get an award in the Grammy. They don't want us, Junior. It is a deliberate effort to downgrade all our work. Very soon, they will be trying to sue us for steel pan. Because they're producing steel pan, they mass producing steel pan now.
Yeah.
And we are fighting them on it, but we're not getting anywhere. So, I mean, I agree with you that the music has been downgraded, but when you see a Grammy award and they put Spice in the same category with Gramps Morgan, you must know something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is wrong, Junior.
Yeah.
You telling me a song like Have I Told You, sung by Gramps Morgan, you telling me Beauty in Silence, you telling me that song is anywhere close to this? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, this thing upset me to the core. But Super just touched a point there. It's good for them too, you know. It's good for them Jamaican too. You know why? Because when a Trinidadian sing a reggae, they disqualify it. If a Grenadian sing a reggae, they disqualify it. So it's good for us, it's good for them to we fight it now we own brand.
Yeah.
And they now are assisting us to keep fighting. You see what they do?
Yeah.
You see what they do? They give the Grammy to a white band. Let us fight in the Caribbean. That's my contribution.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Zingo.
But if I may just add to your caller there, Junior, perhaps one of the things that we need to do in the Caribbean is to start supporting our music.
Yeah.
Supporting our awards. Put together an award that will look at the calypso, look at soca, look at reggae, look at dancehall, look at steel pan, and focus on our community is big, you know.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, make no mistake about it. If the reggae and dancehall, soca and calypso audience, steel pan, decide to focus their energy on their music, Grammy is going to suffer.
Yeah. Let me share with you guys an analogy. As Zingo said that, something came to mind. Shaggy. Yeah. Shaggy sold Diamond some 13 million. Huge
What genre
amount
of music was it?
Yeah, it was reggae, wasn't it? Wasn't it reggae? In the genre of reggae, or was it pop?
If you ask Shaggy today, what genre of music him sing, he probably won't tell you because I don't know if you know.
but say
Shaggy's a cross between all genre.
But
Shaggy
listen,
is all things to all men.
Shaggy is an example of one. A Jamaican. He's very clean. He sing clean music. He don't sing about wood up in hole, nothing like that. Shaggy's clean, right?
That's
Clean
the
music.
key. That's
Right.
the key.
But here it is.
Shaggy
Here it
makes
is.
music deliberate to hit the charts.
Yeah, but here it is. Here what
Shaggy know what
happened.
it takes to hit the charts.
Here what happened. Shaggy sold Diamond. Millions of albums sold. Sold diamonds. In his first album, the second album, they dropped him. Why?
What that tells you?
Why? I mean, he beat every other, rapper, hip hop, pop. He sold diamond. But the next album, they dropped him.
They're scared of us, man.
Yeah, when Zingo said that, that kind of came back to mind there, because it's like you have to work double hard. You know what I mean? You have to work extremely hard to maintain. They probably expected him to sell diamond for the whole entire run at the label, right? So that just gonna be my guys. You open up the phone line 718-701-5720. We're talking about here is Kamala. Kamala, you there? Kamala, you reach?
Yes, you can hear.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Welcome, Kamala. Better late than never. I know you was having connection problems. Yeah, I'm hearing you. I know you was having some connection problems, but we're hearing you now.
Okay, but that's why I came off early.
Yes. I think it's a little bit better now. Kamala, talk to us. What's your take? What's your reaction on this Grammy nomination to this the Soldier, the band?
Well, I've exhausted this topic for the last days, and I'm so tired of it. First and foremost, I must say categorically that I believe this is cultural appropriation, and its opinion a travesty. Because I didn't know who these people were initially until I heard them that they won the Reggae Grammy. I went and I listened to the reggae music that they played. Doesn't sound like authentic reggae music to me. But I see Jamaicans defending it, saying that, it's reggae is now international. I don't have a problem with reggae being international, but I refuse personally to accept down reggae music. But that's just my 2 cents. I see artists defending them, saying that they have been on the scene for the past 14 years. And I'm saying, if after 14 years doing reggae music and it sounds so, probably reggae music isn't the right kind of music for you, because that is not authentic. Right. But as I say, the issue is that most Jamaicans do not understand the concept of cultural appropriation. And that's where the education needs to start. Because at the end of the day, cultural appropriation is a type of colonialism that destroys cultures. And a lot of cultures have been lost through appropriation. Because it starts with appropriation, then comes domination, then comes obliteration. And a lot of people think that this is actually good for the music. But when you lose the essence of what reggae music really is, and they are saying that these people are selling records than even Jamaicans, then that is something to be considered. I see an article from Shaggy in February that's released in Urban Islands, February there. I stated there's a lot of racism in reggae music where Black Jamaican acts are no longer being. It's now white Americans and Europeans are booking the
Oh, okay, Kamala, we're losing your signal again. You're getting a low signal.
But
Yeah. All right.
okay, I'm not sure. I am home now. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, no, your song better now, but it went down for a little bit there. So let me ask you a question, Kamala, on the topic of the cultural appropriation and them coming in, and you said they're doing the watered down reggae. Who is really doing reggae now? And do you think what Spice and what who else? Spice in particular and Sean Paul are doing is reggae? Is that reggae? All right, so we're having some connection problem with Kamala.
Oh, Junior, I was just wondering perhaps if she took the camera off, if it might be a little bit better. At least we'd be able to hear her, and she seems to have some.
All right, so let me try that. Kamala, turn off your video. So probably we'll get a better signal because it's eating up a lot of your data, maybe. So turn off your video and just leave your audio on, and probably we'll be able to hear you better. At the same time, guys, while we work on the audio connection there, you're watching Right Along Live, and we're talking about the Grammys and what happened in the Grammys and getting your reaction on the topic. If you want to chime in, the number that you call is 718-701-5720. The question that I wanted to ask to Kamala is, and Chopper, because we lost his connection as well, is who is really doing reggae music or hardcore reggae music now in Jamaica? Janice, I don't know if you know of
honestly, I don't know, but I just wanted to go back and refer to a comment that someone made. I was looking for that comment. What she was saying in essence is that why do we always look for the endorsement of the people that are in charge of the Grammys and the Oscars? Because as Zingo was alluding, there seemed to be some type of disparity and that type of thing. But at the end of the day, who is in charge, right? I feel like if Black people were in charge of these organizations, we probably would see a lot more Black representation. So we have to look at it from that angle as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah. I think so. But again, it goes back to the category and categorizing artists to make it make sense, because to me it doesn't make sense to have a reggae mixed with dance.
Should we have our own?
I think that was tried. I don't know if it worked, but let's go to the phone. I will come back. Caller, where are you calling us from?
Me? You talking about me?
Yeah, caller, go right ahead. You're live.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ohio.
Yes.
I'm a Jamaican by birth. I've been living here in the Midwest for a lot of years. I played in a reggae band for a lot of years also.
Right.
And I remember one time I was listening to Mutabaruka, who tours a lot in Europe, and he spoke about this very thing. Now, I'll first say this. I'm not familiar with soul jazz music. When I heard they won the Grammy, I didn't feel no type of way because I was looking at it the same way a lot of people were, that everything is in one category. So here I'm going to say this, and I hope nobody going to get vexed. Mm-hmm. I'm a musician. I play bass. I wasn't the best bass player, but in my band, I had some of the best drummers, the best keyboard players, and the best guitarists, horn players. And what I was looking at, I'd never heard this in all the argument them. And somebody mentioned it on your show. We have lost a lot of the good musicians, but Soja is a band. They are a group. They work together, and they write music together, and they play together. Shout to Zing Fence Redemption, Chronic Stem Band. But you cannot continue to keep recycling all rhythm and thinking you're not a musician. And when the selfish thing comes in, where people start calling themselves artists, and we hear the stories, you hear the tragic stories. The producer end up owning everything, and the people don't get nothing because you were an artist. You didn't write the song, you didn't write the music, you didn't arrange it, you didn't produce it. The young children in Jamaica that are not learning, that are not being taught to play reggae, and shout to St. Andrews High School. I was watching them band contests, and those kids are wicked by the instrument there. But the musician, we sort of thought that in-studio production was going to be the thing. So now we're finding out, hey, it's not the thing. Amuta Baruka said this. Some of the biggest festivals in Africa, you barely would see a Jamaican act, and those are all musicians who write songs. I mean, you know, think of sitting down with your brethren and writing songs. Not an artist will call you that total stranger say, see, I track you, go and go sing funny. Come on now. Why do you think these guys, and I think the young lady just spoke, some lady just spoke, she said the right thing. The music may not be 100%, maybe you can't touch Aswad and Chalice them, but that's all that's really out there right now. How many bands in Jamaica are collectively, as a band, as brethren them, are sitting down writing new tracks?
Right.
Shout to Studio One. Track them is awesome, but we I've never heard a Soulja track before.
Right.
But they got a Grammy for it. So I was thinking that, see, we need to get off that. Hey, I was thinking that, man. I was thinking that. Now we are learning. You're dusting our reggae off, shine it up, and I win Grammy with it. It's our fault. We make things old. We're very fickle. We make things old as soon as it goes. Oh, that old sitting that. See, now we're learning. It's not an old.
I agree.
Not an old thing. I have nothing against that group. I don't know them, but even if it's on watered down, that's all there is. That's all there is out there that right now. Shout to the Mollies and all those musicians that are playing, but I'm not going to even say his name. I'm glad I didn't say his name. One of the baddest guitarists in the world. I'm going to say this. He played with Barris Hammond. Do y'all know him? One of the baddest musicians in the whole world. He's a Jamaican musician. But collectively, if you're not writing music like these white brothers,
right,
you're not going to be up there on the Grammy stage. You're not.
Right.
Because when you go to Europe, these guys have master's degrees in music. They have PhDs in music, and they don't want to hear Lure.
Right.
Lure. The whole concert. Lure. Come on now, play me Lure. So why is the band on stage if they're not going to play?
Yeah.
You get me?
Thank you, caller.
I don't want to run, but that's my thought on it.
Thank you, caller. Thanks for your input on the topic right here. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. Kamala, we're seeing you perfect now. Look much better. All right, hold on. Now we're not hearing you. Try again. Still nothing. Let's take this call on the phone. Caller, you live? Go right ahead.
Yeah, good day, Junior. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Good day to the panel also.
Yes.
So basically I just want to put in my little input. So basically our situation is that we are lost within this cultural race, or cultural experience. I'm going to use that term instead. I don't want to offend anybody. So because of we losing our heritage, our roots, it's easy for anybody to come in and take whatever they want to take. For example, if you turn on the TV now, right? If you want to learn big drum, you would go to some African people to teach you big drum, or to the Caribbean where they teach you big drum. In the United States of America, you could go to a big drum school, which is basically taught by a white person. I don't mean no disrespect to no one, but just want I'm just using this as an example. So it seems as we don't have the techniques and the skills to pattern our culture and respect our culture and protect our culture.
Kamala, about you now.
We share. Sorry?
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we share, the word sharing, there needs to be a threshold.
Yes.
I think we just have an open market. So this is what happens. We are being exploited by our own politicians, right? So, we already lost. So just like with the reggae, it's always going to be like this. Because if you talk about the entertainment industry, and most of it is set up. Talking from the hip-hop perspective, it's set up to lock us up.
All right.
It wasn't set up for us to be profitable. So if reggae, revolutionary music, right, is going forward, you got to cripple that.
Okay.
How do you cripple it? Yeah? You get someone else to be an imposter, right? Give them the Grammy, and it's flipped back around. So basically, when we look at it like all our work just went in vain. I think we need to embrace our culture and keep it for ourselves.
I agree.
Because it's our culture. This is our lifestyle.
Yes.
This is our educational, historical perspective of life. You see what I'm saying? And if you lose that, then we lose our morals and discipline. Once you go to the commercial industry and you exploit your own self as commercial, then basically you just sell your soul. So that's what's happening right there.
I agree.
And on that note, I'm out.
Thank you, caller. We appreciate your input on it.
But how do you agree with something like this when our artists, they've got to make a living, they've got to take it commercial, they've got to tour the world, they have to do everything to make a living. If you keep it within our culture, it means that they're sacrificing.
But you can't water down the culture. You can't water down the culture in the name of commercialism. I expect it. There has to be some sort of a balance. And let me
I agree on the balance. I totally agree with the balance.
Let me tell you my perspective now, because I hear the caller before, and it's such a fallacy. I see a lot of Jamaicans who live overseas saying that reggae music coming out of Jamaica is not good and it's dead and blah blah blah. This is foolishness. Every year, Tony Rebel has a show called Rebel Salute, where it's pure reggae for it's a festival, 2 nights long, artists upon artists, and it's reggae music. I reject this whole thought that there is not good reggae music here. It's a fallacy. The issue is, and before I got cut off when I was on my phone, I was saying that the issue that we have is, number one, we were badly affected by COVID. You're hearing me?
Yeah. I'm hearing you.
Okay, we were affected by COVID when our artists couldn't travel. We don't have the kind of marketing platform nor the money behind. I hear the person on the radio talking about, oh, the artists are all them doing is pull up and them don't understand. We have some great bands out here, Raging Fire, right? Indignation. I can name them. We have excellent reggae bands out here, right? Anywhere in Jamaica, I mean, you have Reggae Month, which is February, where you can go and see live reggae concerts every night. Even now that COVID is kind of winding down, reggae concerts are happening again.
Right.
The issue is, I mentioned earlier that Beres Hammond, one of our most prolific reggae artists, has never been nominated for a Grammy Award. Why is that? You understand? The issue with the Grammy is that, as Shaggy said, number one, race plays a factor in it. If you don't believe that racism is a factor in this, then you're being naive, because the musicians themselves are saying it. When named Sean Paul also mentioned cultural appropriation some years ago, that we are seeing where our culture is being appropriated and watered down, and we ourselves are doing nothing to protect it. But you see, Jamaicans, we're frightened for foreign things, and we're frightened for foreigners. If a Jamaican band made the music, everybody's saying, oh, they're a little off, but yeah, it's reggae. No, it's not. It sounds like crap. Why are you being nice? Because they're white? Because they're Americans? It sounds like crap. No, if a Jamaican band were to make music like that, nobody wouldn't put that on a record, on an album, much less them reach Grammy. It wouldn't. And those are the facts. We can't be hearing, oh, that's what the people want. No, that's what the people want, because that is what they're being exposed to. Why they're being exposed to that? Because there are factors that we can't control here. We can't control the Grammys. Because I keep hearing them artists saying, boy, more people need to go on the register with Recording Academy so they have a vote. Let me tell you something. If every single artist in the Caribbean go and register with the Recording Academy, there still wouldn't be enough to compete against the Americans, because there are more American artists than the entire Caribbean combined. That's just the facts. And if Grammy is like, it's like a vote. That's what it is. It's a vote. They vote. People campaign. They campaign. Somebody actually spoke about it. They campaign for votes.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me that these artists are not going to vote for their countryman and them going to vote for a Jamaican instead? Listen, if every single Jamaican artist sign up with the Recording Academy, it's still not enough to compete with the Americans. As I said before, what we need to do as a people is build our own awards show number, and we have awards show. Support our own awards shows and build up the culture here. You understand? No, I reject that there is not good. I mean, we have some awesome reggae artists coming up. Protege, Mortimer, Lila Ike, Chronix, the whole Zinc Fence band. You can't just name them off. We don't even talk about coffee yet. When coffee, the people are talking about that, dancehall is a totally different genre from reggae. You cannot confuse the two. And Grammy is doing that. That means they don't even respect our music enough to separate it. You know what the Latinos did? Why do you think you have a Latin Grammy now? Because they're like, we're not doing this anymore with you. If you want respect our culture, we're going to do it separately. And that forced the Grammy to split it. So, you have Latin Grammys where they have to award each genre separately. Them don't just lump everything in Latin anymore, like what they used to do. That's what they used to do. But no, you have salsa, no, you have bachata, no, you have reggaeton, no, you have cumbia. Because guess what? They united, and they came together and them say, hey, this is what we're gonna do. But no, you know what the Jamaican artists are doing? Oh, big up yourself, soldier. This was a very big up yourself. We respect your work, and they know that it don't sound good. It's so disingenuous. It's like they're sucking up, like them still stuck in this colonial mindset. I used an example earlier. The Maori people from New Zealand, one of the indigenous groups out of New Zealand, they're known for the tattoos on their chin, them face, right around. And white people started to copy it. And they got up and said, listen, no, you can't do this. That's cultural appropriation. And they went on a campaign to protect their own culture. Right? They respected their culture enough to protect it. They said, listen, we fought too long and hard for this. We were discriminated against too long and hard for this, for you to just take it up when we've pushed to make it accepted. You understand? When they started doing it, when the first Maori anchor was able to come on and anchor news with her tattoo, and that happened in 2020. And once that happened, and she went on and she had her tattoos, and she was able to read the news, white people started appropriating it, and they were not having it. Look how long and hard Rastafarians fight to get reggae music accepted. You forget Coral Gardens. You forget how long and hard Rastafarians accepted. They were oppressed by the same people who now want to take it over. And it's like you can't get Jamaicans to understand this, I keep on saying, appropriation leads to domination, leads to obliteration. That's a cycle. And many, many cultures have been obliterated in this way. Remember the twerk, when twerk started? And how they were like, oh, it's so ratchet and twerking. They actually tried to devalue the black woman and twerking until the white women started to do it. And then suddenly it's acceptable. Miley Cyrus went on same Grammy, got twerk.
It's a thing.
And it was okay.
Yeah. But here what Chapa was saying earlier, right? He's saying that to top it all off, he don't think that dance hall is a genre.
It is a genre. It is a genre. How you mean it's not a genre? Dance hall is a genre of music.
Right. He's saying
it's not a genre. It is, listen, music is an evolution. Music is not going to be static.
Right.
No, you know what running the place now? Afrobeats. Where do you think Afrobeats born from? Dance hall music. Afrobeats is born out of dance hall. So is reggaeton.
Right.
All of which hip hop is born out of reggae music.
Yes, we know that. But here is and the example that Janice was saying at the beginning. We saw the same thing with Soca and calypso, where we have calypso, who is the mother, the father of Soca music, and now we have everyone doing Soca, and calypso is like dying. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing calypso dying, the death of calypso music. And what was concerning is if dancehall is not the death of reggae music.
It's not. Because if dancehall was the death of reggae music, Coffee wouldn't blow up the place 2 years ago. Reggae and dancehall music is not new. Dancehall music started from in the 80s with Papa U, or even late 70s, U-Roy, Shabba Ranks. It's not that new, and they have been cohabiting now for 30 years. And as I say, you have a new influx of young artists that are not being recognized internationally. Protege, Chronix never win a Grammy yet. Protege, even same Jesse Royal who got nominated. Look at Agent Sasko, formerly known as Assassin. He has basically gone to reggae now. He has transitioned into reggae out of, you can't really classify him as a dancehall artist anymore. Buju Banton. So it's unfair to say that reggae music is dead. It is not. It's just that it is being suppressed. Because good reggae music is out there. And as I say, if reggae music was dead, there is no way Tony Rebel would be able to hold a 2-day concert full of different artists. All of them known and him whole him crowd. When you go reggae Rebel Salute, you are there from it start about 6 o'clock in the evening and it go way back till 10 o'clock in the morning. And this is from Friday night and Saturday night.
Yeah.
And this is just straight. This is not dance hall. This is straight reggae.
Right.
You understand?
So you would be campaigning for an inclusion of dance hall in addition to reggae, or better the process of selection, because I don't find it makes sense to have a Spice and a Gramps Morgan in the same category.
It doesn't, and it's a slap in the face.
Yes.
And you know how I see it? I think Jamaicans should go the same route that the Latinos went. You understand? Spend some time in growing your music. All genres can, because listen, I am a fan of Latino music. I'm a dancer, I'm a professional salsa dancer. And when we started, I've been dancing call it 25 years. And when we started to dance, salsa was running the place, but no bachata is running the place. And then came reggaeton. And what the Latinos did, the Latinos were like, listen, you can't lump all of us in one category. You are going to have to separate us. And if you don't separate us, we're going to have our own awards. And guess what? Their awards started competing with Grammy. People, I mean, the Latinos just started. You would hear the Latin awards being announced and none of them were there. Because, you know, normally when you watch the Grammys and them announce that this person, when they start announcing the nomination, the camera find the people, all of them absent. That's what the Latinos started to do. You just seen a empty, when them are announcing the categories, not one Latino is there. And then you hear about these big Latin music awards and them have them own Congress and it just blow up. You understand? And that is the rule. I don't even think it should be on a Jamaican level. It should be on a Caribbean level.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Caribbean music awards where we can recognize soca different from calypso, different from reggae, different from even reggaeton, because reggaeton is Caribbean.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
you make some good points and some good points.
You put too much emphasis on Grammy.
Yeah.
And what this does when we put so much emphasis on Grammy, it gives them the platform, the stepping stone to come in and appropriate it, like what just happened. You see, let me tell you something. You've had some good reggae songs coming from some white groups in the past. UB40, for instance, even though there was a Jamaican in it. Even Magic with them, the Canadian group, had this song, Why You Gotta Be So Rude. That never bad. But let me tell you something what grieve me. What grieve me is the fact that this song, these people, their music don't sound good. And any Jamaican who is an authentic to reggae knows that this don't sound good. And we need to stop lying to ourselves that it sounds good, because it don't sound good. It's a slap in my face as a Jamaican. And I feel very strongly about it. But you wonder why you're fighting, because if the stakeholders of the industry, I'm not a stakeholder in this industry. You understand? And if the stakeholders are cool with it, then what am I to say? You understand?
Right.
What am I to say? The stakeholders have to be the ones to realize they need to be educated, as I said before, as to what cultural appropriation is. I hear a lot of them saying, oh, Jamaicans go around and they they are always doing other people's culture. There's a difference between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriation. Because I dance salsa, people are like, oh, but you're appropriating culture. No, I'm not. First of all, I'm not imposing myself on the people them culture. Walking about the place, speaking Spanish, acting like I'm a Latina. These people, they're living the life. They're bastardizing patois. Yeah, man. Seriously. They're all over the place acting like they know anything about us and the culture. And some of us have the audacity to find it cute. Somebody on the scroll saying Romain Virgo. Romain Virgo is like I didn't even mention him. I forgot to mention Romain Virgo. One of the most underrated young reggae. Clean, nice, clean. His album is amazing. You have some really decent artists out there. This is why it grieve my spirit, so you know.
Yeah.
You think them little white boy I can compare to Romain Virgo? Berry Sam Popcorn put out a song the other day. Me say, when you all listen to that song, then sure. But as them say, is campaigning.
Yeah, it's campaigning and also
international scene.
And also we have to, and we can't forget the fact that record sales, right? Are we supporting, buying, and well, supporting our artists? And in a lot of instances, the answer is no. The Caribbean region.
I have something to say about that. Listen, if you have 3 million people in Jamaica and 350 million in US, really and truly, can you compare record sales?
Right, you can't, but you can't, and that's a fact. But I'm talking about the numbers, because I remember speaking to someone at VP Records at one time just to get an idea as to what kind of record sales, and the sales is not even close to any population center. It is minute. It is almost mute.
But the thing is, like Spice, for instance, when you talk about a Spice had quite a bit of sales, you know, and streams, because it's not even people stop buy record now.
Yeah, it's streams.
Not with record, them buy stream, them subscribe to Apple Music and all of them something there. Me's a good old YouTube girl, but my kids, my older kids, them have them phone, them subscribe to Apple Music. You understand? Yeah. And them have all of these, like Massacre is them. My son, I have young kids, so they like, but some them like Chronics and Coffee too.
Right.
Understand? So it's unfair. It grieves my spirit when I hear that we are not buying, because them buying is just that the numbers that we have that can afford to buy, realistically speaking.
Right. We're a little bit over time. We're a little bit over time, so we have to get some closure on it. Janice, you've been quiet for a little bit. Let's get your closure.
Oh no, I was enjoying her. She actually has quite a bit of a lot of information. It is a learning experience for me, and I'm sure as many of the viewers as well. You know what I mean? I'm never too old to learn, and thank you so much. I think we all appreciate that education in reggae music right there. So thanks for that. There's not too much I can say. I mean, your opinion is based on solid information. And so when there is solid information presented, how could you go against that? You know, most of us are talking from a position of our thoughts and feelings and that type of thing. But you have some solid information. I respect your views. And yeah, man, big up to you.
Yeah, man. Kamala always come with the things. Kamala, listen, thank you so much. I'm sorry we didn't get a chance to connect much earlier.
Sorry about that, man. The traffic in Jamaica now is like crazy.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. And Judy, I'm looking at some of the comments, and most people are pro coming together and creating some type of award situation where the Caribbean can really set their own standards, you know, and we don't always have to look for the other people to endorse what we do. I think we can actually do something, bite the bullet, and get it on the map and get the respect that we so deserve in every category. I think that makes sense.
I think that's the best solution, and probably I am not good at organizing. I'm very good at promoting things, but I'm not a good organizer. I know my strengths. So if somebody would like start to organize it, I would be happily promote it and be a part of it, because really and truly, I think we should take inspiration from the Latinos and just America, that's an American, Grammy is an American award. We shouldn't put too much emphasis on it. That's just how I think.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Kamala. Ripe Mango, Kamala Ford. Thank you so much. And of course, you could check out Kamala Ripe Mango. You're on YouTube too, right? YouTube, Facebook.
I'm on Facebook and I'm on TikTok. I do a lot of TikTok now.
Oh, I'm trying. I'm really trying, Kamala.
I tried. That's like me on YouTube.
Yeah.
But TikTok is much easier and quicker for me. So a lot of my content now is between Facebook. My page is Kamala the Ripe Mango on Facebook, and it's the Ripe Mango on Twitter, on TikTok, and the Ripe Mango on Instagram. So
all right. Thank you so much. And very outspoken. Always have some good information, a wealth of information. And Janice, hopefully that's not the first and the last time we see you. Right?
Okay. Take care, guys. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Janice and Kamala, and of course, Chopper. She got cut off a little bit earlier. Guys, it comes down to we supporting our own. It's hard sometimes for we to get along and, we could talk about it, but I would like to see if that could be a reality where we are actually supporting, building something, an infrastructure for our own. That would be the ultimate, because as we said that it's going to continue. This is not something that we expect going to change today or tomorrow. We will be, as a lot of people say, insulted by putting this genres, mixing up the music and this kind of puzzle how it was mixed up, because I don't know how you could judge apples and oranges in the same competition. It's tough, right? And that's what's happening here. If that is the case, you will never get a fair result, right? You could never get the way you could choose apple or oranges. It's not like a ripe apple and a green apple or a ripe mango. It's just so different. So we need to get the thing categorized properly. And I think instead of having other people do it for us, if we could do it, but again, it's easier said than done. Difficult to organize this kind of thing, and especially, sometimes we don't like ourselves. We hate what we like. Yeah. Talk a good game, and then after, everybody fighting on each other. Yeah, I don't know. But it's a good idea. It's a good proposal, and it's a damn good idea. Hopefully something like that could come to a reality. All right? Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. We appreciate you guys oh so much. This has been another edition of Ride Along Live. Thanks to Kamala. Thanks to Janice. Thanks to Chopper John West, big up yourself. Got to tell you guys about some events happening this side of New York. My birthday party, guys. Don't forget, Kobe. My birthday party is going to be on May 13th. May 13th, right there. May 13th. It's called Midnight Mass. Yeah, Midnight Mass. We want to see everyone in New York. It's a glow edition, so you have to dress in white so you could glow. You have free glow sticks. You have, it's just going to be glow all over. Everybody's going to glow. May 13th, mark the date down. I want to see everybody in New York for that big edition. I promise you guys that ticket was going to go on sale last week. No. Ticket going to go on sale this week on Thursday. Tickets will go on sale. Online tickets will be on sale on Thursday. All right? Get that. Also, let me tell you about this legend. Yeah, legend. And this is Little Jello. He has an event. You see it right there, Kobe? Legend? Yeah, Legend. That's it. Yeah, Legend. That's on April 16th. Ticket outlets is Chucky's Bar, Esther's Bar. I don't know if there's more tickets left, but you should check there. Run Road Bar, Shy's Bar, Rafa's Shop, Island Vibe Restaurant, Wakanda Barbershop, St. David's Pharmacy. And that's for the big legend. Have all the big artists. Little Jello, of course. He's going to be performing live. Lava Man. We have Tall Pre, Boise. Man, everybody and their brother and their sister, Looney Spark and Electrify. It's going to be an amazing event. And that goes down in Grenada, April 16, 2022. Yeah. What else is happening? Let me tell you guys about Amazing Colors. Yeah. Sorry, Celebrity Cruise. Grenada Spice Mass 2022. We're going to see you guys on Celebrity Cruise. You get more information on that. Also, guys, if you are an artist, you're a recording artist, and you're looking for a studio, professional studio to do your do, yeah? You got to check out Ryder's Studio, professional video recording studio right here in New York. Ryder's Studio. Give us a call, 718-701-5720. Ryder's Studio. Sounds so amazing. Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Remember, Ride Along Live is where everyone have a story to tell. Yeah, everyone have a story to tell. Inbox us if you do have a story to tell. We love to hear from you. Also, if you want to advertise on this program, give us a call. Inbox us right now. The number is 718-701-5720, or you could just inbox us right here. Get back to you real quick. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow on behalf of all our production team here. In studio, we have Jacoby, who's on master control. In the chat, we have Lois JJ, our moderator, and our executive producer. Also, we have Kibbs, Deanne Fraser, and Gail. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Good night. My name is Junior George, founder and host of Ride Along Live, and I'm inviting you to become a paid subscriber to this platform. With your support of just $4.99 per month, you could do so much to help this platform grow and to help us help you and others around the world. We encourage you to click that link and become a supporter today. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Williams Funeral Service serve you with dignity and compassion as you mourn. Every day, we embark on the journey of life, and one day, the journey will end. It's on that day that you can entrust the celebration of life of your loved ones to David Williams Funeral Service. Call 718-291-3823.
Grenadians, you asked for change, and we are bringing the change. Change is a we thing, but change requires a contribution from all of us. Remember, one cocoa fills the basket. Make a contribution to NDC's grassroots campaign for change today. Click the link below to make your contribution. Thank you.